Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Boxing Unlimited here once again, and the video we're going to make today is regard with the fight coming up on the 2nd of November between Shaquille Foster and Robson Conceicao. It's for the WBC junior lightweight titles. We're going to be talking about the tactics and the predictions today. What is each boxer gonna do to win? Is a very interesting fight, and this is the second fight they're doing. The first one ended up in controversially, and a lot of people, including me, had Shaquille Foster winning. Had Foster winning in that fight, but the judges saw differently because in most fights, the judges look at the who is forcing the fight, the person on the front foot, and that is exactly what I felt happened. And they're looking at it, but most of the time, Conceicao was missing, but Foster didn't make him pay because he was on the back foot all through. Foster is a very good boxer, a skillful boxer, skill, but the problem he has is he never forces the fight. In this second fight he's having, if he wants to win this fight, he has to come from the front foot most of the time. He has to be the one, the aggressor, because judges look at those things: who is making the fight happen, who is forcing the fight. It seems as if Chaki is still, though very skillful, but he doesn't like engaging. But on the front foot, he can still fight on the front foot. I know he can fight on the front foot. He's got the skills to do that. If he wants to come tops at this fight and collect and take back the WBC junior lightweight from Conceicao, he's going to come from the front foot. And the Conceicao, on the other hand, is he's won the Olympics. He won the gold in the Olympics. He's a thorough boxer. We saw him with so many boxers. He's fought Shakur Stevenson, the other day. He lost in that fight, even though there was not much action in the fight and people criticized everything that happened. But in this fight with Foster, he has to show class. He's older now. He's in the twin light of his career, but he's still fighting. He's very good. He's from Brazil, and one of the few champions from there. And this fight is scheduled for 2nd of November 2004, and is a grudge match. Whether the decision, which we all believe though should have gone the other way, whether it's going to right the wrong today in this fight, Foster has to be intelligent, and he has to come from the front foot and make the fight happen, and he has to set traps because. Take angles, set traps, make Conceicao miss and make him pay. Most of the time he just fights so safe, Foster fights so fast. That is the criticism not only me has about him, but personally I do have about him. I do not know how he's going to do. If he comes and fight the same way he fought on the last one, he probably will lose again. And then people will talk of robbery and corruption and everything, even including me. Sometimes I do say that, I have to be honest with you, because the decisions are sometimes terrible, but in this fight, for Foster to have a chance and to win proper, he has to be the aggressor. He has to be aggressive all through. He has to put one pressure on Conceicao, push him back, make him miss, make him pay, go through, because he's the shorter guy, the smaller guy in this fight. He has to attack the body of Conceicao, attack it with combinations and work rate and what have you. All the movement, we know he's a mover. He can move, he's slick, he can slip punches, can take the sting out of punches that Conceicao takes. I believe he can beat Conceicao because at this level, he's a better boxer, and he's younger, and because of the way he lost in the first fight, people are just, people feel that he lost unjustly, that the decision of the judges will have to be righted in this, but it depends on him, it depends on Foster. If Shaquille Foster, sorry, comes in this fight and fights timid and be reluctant to engage and be reluctant to come from the front foot, he will lose this fight again and nothing will happen. Nobody will say anything. But we're looking for boxers who are good, who can fight, depending on the way you want fight. If you want to fight on the back foot, you can fight on the back foot, but you have to be aggressive as well and make your opponent miss and make him pay and take this thing out of his haymakers, so that it doesn't light flush on you. Foster is a good boxer. He can do it. And we believe the first fight was, the decision was wrong, that the judges didn't get it right. But we also believe that what made them take that decision is because of the way Conceicao forced the fight in most of the time. Most of the rounds he forced the fight, it was in the front foot, even though he was missing most of his punches because of the weakness of the person of Foster that he was fighting. But we'll see so many faults in that in Conceicao's fight and the decision that the judges reached. We do not know what is going to happen, but it's on the second, is the fight week is on. They were making this video to advise Foster on what to say. It looks like the video is one-sided, which is not what we do in this our channel. And Conceicao, on the other hand, will have to push for him to have a chance, because everybody is against him because of the decision that was given to him. Did he merit it? No, just from what we saw in the fighting on the day, he didn't. He's not supposed to win that fight. He obviously was attacking, but he wasn't making progress. It's just in landing better punches. Throughout the night, Foster landed the better punches, but he still lost because he was on the back foot. Conceicao has to be on the front foot, push Foster back as he did in the first fight, and then he will also get a decision here. But he has to make sure that his punches will land in, not missing most of the punches. That is the only way he can win. And he has to step down, sometimes put his foot on the ground and throw haymakers that will rock him. He's a bigger man in the fight. But for Foster, as we said, body punches is the key. The work rate is also the key. The combination he throws, which will have to be obvious to all and sundry that he's landing, we have to give him you have to take a page from that, from that to win this fight. Is a good matchup. The way the match is, because he ended controversially, they just had to do a rematch, and we love that. We love to see more of that in boxing. Even against the recent fight against Beterbiev and Bivol, want a rematch because he ended controversially. A lot of people, including my humble self, thought Bivol won that fight. And so that is why we were happy to see this Foster fight with Conceicao. If Robson and Conceicao, if he wants to win this fight proper, he has to be aggressive. Foster and the same thing on both sides. We're not talking in no particular order now. You have to come out on the day and moving and be aggressive, be on the front foot, force the fight, hit the target, set traps, throw combinations, and body punches is very essential. Most essential for Shaquille Foster. Shaquille Foster will have to come from the body and then progress to the head, down to the solar plexus, because those punches hurt, down to the solar plexus, and down again to the liver. These are punches that he has to throw on the day for him to win. If he comes from that angle, he wins this fight proper. And most importantly, he has to pressurize Conceicao, put him on the back foot, make him pay when he misses, and be intelligent in a way that you make him miss, make him pay, because in the first fight he missed a lot of punches, but he never paid for them. So Shaquille O'Neal, Shaquille Foster, sorry, my brothers and sisters. Foster will have to put pressure, mount pressure all through, walk through the body because it's going to pay dividend towards the end. It will affect the legs. His Conceicao is not a spring chicken anymore. He has to put pressure, force the fight, make him fight in a way that he has never seen. With pressure, you force him to fight in a fast way, fast lane, and then he will get tired towards the end, and then you can throw your crumbles. But with him, meanwhile, the fight is a good fight. And we think because he entered the way he ended in the first fight, that is why they're making a rematch, which is very important for boxing. We have to end here today. Do subscribe with us and make the channel grow. Make your comments in the comment section. We'll answer all the questions and have a discussion with you and the reason why you may feel the way you feel. And we'll have to end here today. Do have a nice day. God bless. Bye.